I'm Jay Jackson, and I'm going to show you how I went from this guy to this guy in fewer than 10 months. Welcome to episode 3 of The Chosen Frozen.
Bounce, bounce, bounce. Baby, bounce.
All right, everybody, welcome to the episode. Very exciting episode. We're going to be dealing with one of my favorite meals of all time. It's the Signature Select Classics Chicken Parmesan. Absolutely delicious starting out, but when we hook it up, you're going to love it. Now, before we get to that, though, I want to remind you to please hit the subscribe button and also that little bell that pops up. Click on all for that so you can see all of the videos that I plan to produce. And please put a like on this video. That's also very important. The primary goal, of course, is to help everybody who watch these videos lose weight. If you're tired of all the weight and all the time, this is the way you want to go, because you know what? I was there too. Let's go back to October of 2018. This is me, 310 pounds. Thought I was doing great, movie sets, TV shows, but look at myself. I just could not believe I was basically eating myself to death. So I just made a decision. I looked up some internet apps and got MyFitnessPal and also the Noom app. I just want to tell you those are very important. And then 10 months later, less than 10 months later, fewer than 10 months later, this is the result. Down 70 pounds, and I'm feeling great, and I'm going to go down much further because I know how to get there. That is the key to what happened. That's the key to what the Chosen Frozen is, showing you the path of how to get there, because I've tried it all. I've tried all the diets. I've tried keto. I've tried Atkins. I've tried South Beach, fasting, everything. Those are good plans. I'm not knocking them, but it just didn't work for me. And I'm just going to tell you what worked for me. And what worked for me is this: changing the time I eat. I eat every 3 hours, and I eat 300-ish calories. Every 3 hours, I eat 300-ish calories. That is the bottom line. Doesn't matter what I'm eating. I can eat a McDonald's cheeseburger, Taco Bell burrito. Long as I keep it around 300 calories, I'm going to do fine. Slice of pizza, drink some beer, have some bread, cheesecake. The problem with a lot of the other programs is that they have restrictions, and I'm just not that type. I can't deal with that. I guess I'm weak like that. But you know what? I found my way, and I'm losing the weight. I'm going to help you do that too. So remember, 300 calories every 3 hours. I start to eat at 8 o'clock in the morning. My next meal is going to be at 11. My next meal is going to be at 2. Then it's going to be around 5, and then finally around 8. But I'm always around 300 calories in those time periods. And at the end of the day, I end up with 1,500 to 2,000 calories, but never go over 2,000 calories, because that's when you slow down your metabolism. So that's the key thing. Just keep it churning. Keep it churning. Every 3 hours, you're renewing that metabolism, fat-burning machine inside of you, and that's keeping it going. And that's how we lose weight. Now, like I said, you can eat anything you want, doesn't matter, but what I found to be the best are the frozen foods. I mean, because they have the calories listed on them, they have all the nutrients that you need, and the frozen foods actually can be pretty good once you hook them up, and that's what the Chosen Frozen is all about. Taking these frozen foods and then season them to the taste that you like. Now, here we go. My favorite, well, one of my favorites, chicken parmesan. This is Signature Select Classics Chicken Parmesan, magnificent meal. And let's go get right to it. Okay, what we do, we throw it right into the microwave, follow the instructions to the T. Sometimes they have to pull it out, stir it up, put it back in. Well, you know what, that actually makes it better. So do as they say and just, hey, go with it. And the important thing is also let it cool down. Here's why cooling down is important. If you continue to do the Chosen Frozen plan that I'm showing you, you are going to develop a very sensitive palate towards seasonings and spices. And that is going to be excellent for you, because you're going to really learn how to just change the flavor of the food if it's bland and just make it something special. Cuisine, gourmet. That's what this is all about. You're going to be changing your palate, and that's what we do here. That's why you want to let the food cool down, because you run the risk of burning your palate if you eat it while it's too hot. And everybody knows that is just the worst, right? When your mouth is burned and you really can't taste things. And so remember to let it cool down. You know, pour yourself a glass of wine and get your napkins and silverware together or something before you eat as it's cooling down. All right, let's get right to it. Always I try to do is I try to plate the food. I don't like to eat it out the tray. I know I say it every time, but it's important. I like to plate the food because I also like to put a small side salad on it. Just, you know, a few leaves of baby spinach, spring leaves, anything like that, and just a small amount of dressing, just a half a capful of light Italian dressing, which is about 35 calories. per 2 tablespoons. And that's a good way to measure it. So the measurement is an important thing because always you're looking at the number of calories. This particular meal is 290 calories. And then, you add the salad and you're going to take it up over 300. So you're going to be in the range, 300-ish. So let's get down to seasoning our food. Okay, first things first. This is a big piece of chicken, one of the primary white meats. So what do I use? I like to season my food with Parmesan cheese if it's white because it's a white cheese, it's white chicken, boom, those two match. Now, you see a lot of red in this. Of course, that's the sauce. Well, I go with the red seasoning. That's cayenne pepper for me. I love it, or you could use red pepper. You can even use paprika if you like that very subtle flavor of paprika. I know most people think it's just a garnish, but it's also just a very slight seasoning that can alter the flavor of a meal. So, but I like cayenne pepper and I go with that. And of course, I have to go with my standout lemon pepper because I'm looking at these spaghetti noodles. As you can see, they're quite yellow. So I use a yellow seasoning. That is the lemon pepper. And that's pretty much it for this. You bite into this, man, I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. That is the key to seasoning these frozen foods. You color match the food to the seasoning. If it's red sauce, use a red seasoning. If it's white chicken or white pork, use a white seasoning. If it's yellow spaghetti noodles, use lemon pepper or curry or anything that's a yellow seasoning. So color match the seasoning to the food, and that's how you're gonna have an excellent frozen food. In review, here's a look at the recommended seasonings for the chicken Parmesan from Signature Select in their classic line. All right, thank you for tuning in to The Chosen Frozen. Remember to hit the subscribe button at the bottom. Also click the bell that says all and put a like on this, please. We're trying to spread this around the world. We need lots and lots of subscribers. Thanks for tuning in to episode 3 of The Chosen Frozen. I'm Jay Jackson.
Bounce.